Hello, welcome everyone. Let's go ahead and simplify this difference quotient formula. So you're going to be finding f of 1 plus h and then f of 1. We're going to subtract them and divide the result by h. So let's go ahead and find these pieces first. So f of 1 just simply means you're going to plug in this input into there is x in the function. So here's x in the function. I'm going to insert 1 into the function. So you will have 3 times 1 minus 1 squared. That would give you 3, because 3 times 1, and the 1 squared, that's 1. This is equal to 2. So f of 1, we're going to be replacing that with 2. Now let's go ahead and find the second part, f of 1 plus h. So same idea, everywhere we see x, we're going to be replacing it with 1 plus h. Now, because it contains more than one term, we're going to be using parentheses carefully. So this is equal to 3 times x, so I'm putting as a blank, minus x squared. And that we're going to replace it with 1 plus h. So this is how you replace them. And now do the algebraic simplification before we plugging it into the difference quotient formula. So here I'm going to go ahead and distribute the 3. This is 3 plus 3 times h, that's 3h. Now for the second term, this one right here, we're going to expand. So 1 plus h times 1 plus h, well, that's 1 plus h squared. So that will give you 1 times 1, that's 1. 1 times h, that's 1h. And then h times 1, that's 1h. So another h. H times h, that's h squared. Now these are like terms. We can combine them. This is 1 plus 2h plus h squared. So that's what I'm going to plug in right here and distribute the negative out. Let's go ahead and do that. So we have negative 1 plus 2h plus h squared. Now distribute the negative out, and then we can combine like terms. So we have 3 plus 3h from before, minus 1, and 1 times 2h, that's negative 2h. Negative 1 times h squared, that's negative h squared. Now here we can combine like terms. So as you can see, 3 and negative 1, those are numbers. We can combine them. That's 2. And then also, if you notice, 3h and negative 2h, those are like terms. So you can combine those, so you get just 1h. And negative h squared remain as it is. So this is our replacement for f of 1 plus h. So now let's go ahead and simplify this difference quotient. So we are simplifying f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 all over h. So f of 1 plus h, well, that's this box right here. So I'm going to substitute that first. So that is 2 plus h minus h squared. So that's the f of 1 plus h expression, minus f of 1. So I'm going to put parentheses because this gets a negative multiplied. And that is just 2 as we computed before. So that's just 2, everything over h. So as you can see, that this is our expression representing f of 1 plus h. This is our expression representing f of 1. Now we just simplify them algebraically. So the only thing we need to do is distribute this negative to the 2, which will make it a negative 2. So I have 2 plus h minus h squared minus 2 all over h. And now I can simplify by canceling these out to a negative 2. So this gives me h minus h squared all over h. Now here you should realize that the h and h squared, I can pull out a h as a common factor, GCF. So that gives us h. So when you pull out an h, you have a 1 minus h inside the parentheses. You can check that by distributing, you get the same term above. So now that we have done that, we can rewrite the bottom. So we have just h in the bottom. And this is equal to, now you should realize these cancel out. we have just 1 minus h as our final simplified answer for this difference quotient.